Welcome back, guys. And how has the tutorial been so far on Plotagon animations? So in tonight's video, let's look at a review of what we have done so far. We've been able to, I've introduced you guys to Plotagon, how to use text, how to also add backdrops and all that, and how to add music to your videos like this one here I added for the start of the episode. And then we move down to establishing shots, adding characters to your Plotagon movie, and also I taught you guys how to create characters and how to animate your characters, giving them expressions and all of that. So let's move into making our characters work. Many people have been asking that question, that can you make your characters work in Plotagon? How can you do that? To make your characters work in Plotagon is not possible. You can't make your characters work in Plotagon because Plotagon has that limitation, and I really don't know why they have that limitation, but you can't make your characters work in Plotagon. So what we can do instead is to, there are two methods I use in making my characters look as if they work. In the last video I taught you guys on how to add multiple characters to your Plotagon movie. So you guys how to add multiple characters. So when you add multiple characters, okay, not this one, not here. When we added multiple characters, like we had Dr. Lee talking to Faye. So the whole scene was the hospital where Faye took my friend Jane Doe to the hospital for a checkup, and not a friend, like a stranger, Jane Doe to the hospital. Sorry. So and then Jane Doe happened to have contracted the coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus, and Dr. Lee spoke to Jane Doe that, okay, how related are you guys? Then Faye was like, I don't even know, I'm just a good Samaritan, I wanted to help, and stuff like that. So what we added, like, if you're watching the movie, they are meant to be in the same room and everything, where Jane Doe would be on the bed, and then this lady Faye would be on the visitor's chair, and the doctor would be in the middle of them. So with this now, Jane Doe will be blocked out of this. I taught you guys in the how to animate your characters that we need to make sure Jane Doe is blocked out of this scene, so we wouldn't be having a show when Dr. Lee and Faye is talking. So that way we can add our characters together. So now let's move into making our characters work. How can we make our characters work? There are two methods that I said in the beginning of this video that I use personally, and one of them is using sound effects, and using the Plotagon scene, which is meant for walking. So Plotagon has 4 scenes that are meant for walking only, and these 4 scenes are meant for walking outside. You can only use them when your characters are outside. So the first method I use is called using sounds, right? Footsteps on gravel. So then look at it here. Let me show you guys here. So after Dr. Lee spoke to Faye at this point, then she left I had Faye accusing Jane Doe of having the virus. Faye was accusing Jane Doe, you had this virus and couldn't warn me. So she was accusing Jane Doe of having the virus, leaving Jane Doe ashamed, and Faye was annoying and stuff like that. So but at this point, look at this scene here. Dr. Lee can't be in the scene because Plotagon limits you to only having 2 characters in a particular scene at a time. So what I did there was to make Dr. Lee go away from the scene, and that's why I added this sound effects, footstep on floor. So let me play this for you to hear. Let me play it from here. So it's going to look like as if the doctor left the scene. Alright.
I don't even know her. I'm just a good Samaritan that wanted to help. Does that mean I have the virus too? You had this virus and couldn't.
Alright, did you listen closely? You add the footstep on the floor, like as if someone left that particular place, and that would to our audience mean that Dr. Lee left the scene. So leaving Faye and Jane Doe at the same in the room still, and then feel accused of having the virus and warning and all of that. So now we moved into the second method, which is this scene, street, medium, short, walking left. So this scene here are divided into four scenes. There is street, medium, short, walking right, street, medium, short, walking left, street, far, short, walking right, street, far, short, walking left. So that way it's still on the street. You can that's the only scenes that Plotagon can allow your characters to walk. So those are the only scenes that Plotagon provided for your characters to walk. And I will decide to work with one of the scenes, which is walking left. So they'll be coming from here. If we're using walking right, they'll be coming from the other way as well. So for this, we had to establish the shot as well. We had to establish the shot. I've taught you guys about establishing shot. So it only has two options: establish shot or skip establishing shot. So then when we establish the shot, you're going to see them walking, and I added the sound effect again, footsteps on gravel. So they are walking, we can see them walking, but if I'm going to silence these sound effects, we're not going to, it's just going to be as if they are walking and we're not hearing anything. So that's why I added the sound effect, footstep on gravel. Now I can go on to add another sound effect. Maybe I can add a car on or something. And why would I add a car on? Is because they are on the road. So they're on the road. So and then we expect you, when you're on the road, to have cars moving by, right? I don't know which location they're in. I'm sure they're not in Lagos, but if you're in Lagos, then you know that okay, there are lots of cars around there. So let's just put the car on right here to make it look like okay, they're on the road, they're in the city, and people are walking by, cars are walking by, and all of that. So, and let me play this for you to see from here.
You are cruel.
You can see them walking. Now that's the car on. Okay.
Hello, Jane.
So that's the car on for you to know that okay, these guys are on the road, and you guys can also hear that you added the footstep on gravel when they're walking. So all of that is just to make your Plotagon characters look as real as possible, make your movie look interesting to your audience, even though you are limited with some actions in Plotagon. Alright, now I showed you guys how to make your characters work. You have to remember that in making your characters work, there are two scenes that you can there are two methods you can go with, which is using the scene which is outside. They're outside, they can only walk outside, and then always remember to add footsteps on gravel or footstep on floor. So this sound effect would make your characters sound as if they're walking, or like I did in this scene where I made Dr. Lee walk away by using the sound effect alone and then removing her from this scene. So I hope you guys understand that perfectly, and try to practice this in your own videos. Make cool videos as well. Try to make your characters walk away, use your camera angles well. And if you have been watching these videos so far, you have been watching the tutorials, and you have been getting something new in making your own, in turning your stories to real life situations and all of that, then I want you to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share this video to your friends. It's free. You can share the video to your friends for them to learn as well. And if you have questions and you are concerned about them, then you can leave that in the comment section. We are going to answer all your questions duly. So this is it all for making your characters work in Plotagon. 2 steps, 2 methods, the Plotagon scene and the sound effects. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Which in the next video I'll be concluding everything about Plotagon, where I'll be telling you guys how to make your characters, make a phone call, how to make your characters, do other stuff that they can do on Plotagon basically. And I'll conclude everything you need to know about Plotagon before we move into editing and how to monetize your Plotagon studio, how to monetize your Plotagon movies.